Out there, my name is Sean Joy, aka Dragnix, and welcome back to The Hunt. If you don't know what The Hunt is, it's basically 1-minute segments going over the games that I played during the week and picked up a little bit of a taste of each of the games that I was able to play, whether or not it's good, what they have to offer. So without further ado, let's go and hunt. Aerena Masters Edition. A good example of a developer listening to its fanbase and adjusting its business model and taking what was a reasonable game and bringing it to a new audience, ditching the free-to-play model. A strategy game that has a couple mechanics under the hood, it's a solid chess-like experience that rewards looking a couple moves ahead to get the jump on your enemy. Your job is simple: down the enemy ship and attack the ship directly or go for the heroes damaging the ship. There's a variety of heroes, and as you unlock more strategy options open up. The ability to knock enemies off the level is fun, and it's a solid strategy game that I wish had a little bit more variety in the level designs. What will keep this game alive will be the online community, as the AI opponent isn't exactly the smartest, although competent at times. For $14 though, that may be a little bit too much to pay for, but at a $7 to $8 price, it may be worth your time. Veteran Combat. Honestly, there's absolutely no reason I should like this title. Its gameplay is generic, its production quality is meh, and honestly, if you're looking for anything serious out of a fighting game, this isn't for you. And yet, I sit here saying that I enjoyed my time with Veteran Combat for the sheer that the game presented to me. The movement is similar to the old original Mortal Kombat days, and the combos are a little bit out there in terms of combinations. It's not technical whatsoever, and the challenge isn't exactly that high, but the sheer fun that the game presents is something that is designed to get a bunch of laughs out of you. And honestly, it worked for the $3 that I had to pay for it. Can I fully recommend this game as a game? No, I can't. But I can recommend it as an experience, just for the sheer dumb fun. Shipwreck. An homage to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. It's a cheap little indie game by a 4-employee team, and while it doesn't have the greatest of production values, for $3 you get a dumbed down version of the old Zelda 2D games, and for some, that will definitely be worth the price of admission. It's got simple mechanics and simple controls. It does get annoying having to switch back and forth between items due to the lack of keys used, but its simple presentation and storyline has an endearing quality to it. It does take me back to sitting in front of the TV and playing with the controller when I was small, which is what the game I think was going for. Exploring the world can be fun despite the lack of a map, and although it does have technical problems like deceptive hitboxes and really basic enemy AI, the game does do enough in the gameplay to make you want to continue playing it. All in all, not bad for $3. Hand of Fate. A unique concept that allows for the presentation and storytelling to transform the experience. You play a mysterious card game where you put together your own deck of equipment and encounters, then move along the created board attempting to find the boss that you need to hunt them down. The game's presentation is what sells it, the way a story can unfold from your journey, and the ability of the narrator to really sell you on what's going on is key. The ability to earn more cards from tokens related to cards you have gotten give you major reasons to change out the cards in your deck, and the randomization element can make for some dramatic moments, like finding a shop at the right time to get food. The game does have flaws though, as the combat is a dumbed down version of the Assassin's Creed Batman games that doesn't have the animation quality or the complexity to stand out, getting repetitive. But that's overshadowed by the experience that this game will give. It is a unique storytelling experience and is definitely worth the price of admission. Expect to see more footage of a TechRaptor stream later in the week showing the innards of the game. Paparazzi. An interesting idea at its core, but it's let down by the lack of mechanics and randomization. A 2-player game where one player plays the paparazzi trying to take pictures of the second player, who runs around as the celebrity trying to avoid being caught on camera. The game will be fun for the first several runs on the various 6 maps, as the chaos of running around and hiding can be great in a local co-op setting. Unfortunately, there is no online element here. But the map's hiding locations don't change, which is what holds this game back majorly, as there will be a top strategy to stay in the shadows for the celebrity, even if power-ups may help them along the way in randomization. In addition, it could use variety in terms of the paparazzi being able to mess around with the field, and like alluded to, the game really lacks variety. And the single player, while it's present, misses the point of the game entirely, as the AI doesn't do a good job in terms of being dynamic enough or reacting to powers enough to be challenging. All in all, it just misses the mark, despite being reasonably cheap. HasselHeart. The game that probably has the worst designed robot in the history of man. You are a robot that's unfortunately dying, and the only life source you have is sort of human hearts. The game has a simple mechanic. Pick up a lure, drop it, wait for a human to pick it up, and then pounce taking their life force. But on that simple surface lies a game that is a score seeker's dream, as the basic mechanic has a lot of little strategies and details regarding placement of lures, use of the battery, and the hidden secrets that a level may have. There were a lot of good little $3 games this week, and this is no exception. While I would love more mechanics and the arcade-style game to be built around more, the experience is a great one for the price that you have to pay. And besides, who doesn't want to be a robot ripping out the hearts of humans around them? Hot Tin Roof, the cat that wore a fedora. Before you get too excited by the title of this game, know that it actually left me a bit disappointed in the end. You and your feline partner attempt to solve the various crimes in the city, looking for clues and talking to the various members of the noir world it has placed you into. You have a gun that is able to fire specific bullet types, such as a grapple bullet or a bubble bullet. And be aware that the manual reloading of that gun will get annoying. Until you're told by a specific NPC that you could miss, you can reload all those bullets at once. This is vital in trying to pace the game. What this game does well is its atmosphere and its storytelling, as it does feel noir in nature and is pretty fun despite the lack of voice acting. But the game's pace is slow as molasses, as you will get lost trying to figure out where to go and what to do, and some of the positions of the camera make absolutely no sense. How the hell am I supposed to see what to fire at here? In the end, it's a game that will be for narrative-driven players with a lot of patience, as the game's lack of direction, like I said, and overall lack of gameplay will make it insufferable for those who are looking for more action. So that's some of the game highlights of the last week. In terms of the upcoming week, we've got the following. Hopefully a return to survival horror is in our future this week, as the episodic Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 1 comes out on the PlayStation Network on the 24th of February and on the 25th on Xbox Live and the PC. Claire Redfield returns to a starring role in the series, but even everyone's greatest friend, Barry Burton, has been shown to be a playable protagonist, and any game with Barry Burton has to be at the top of the line a AAA release. It's Barry frickin' Burton. Dragon Ball Xenoverse comes out on Steam, PS4, PS3, Xbox One, and X360 in the US on the 24th, and on the 27th over in Europe. It's already out in Japan. There's character customization this time around, and the ability to mess with your character's voice and race, so it's a little bit different from the recent Dragon Ball titles. I myself won't be picking it up, but there's plenty of people who will be, and we'll hopefully see a review on TechRaptor sooner rather than later. Oscura Last Light takes the looks of Limbo and puts it in a world where you have a small creature having the powers of construction, destruction, gravity, and time to manipulate the world around him. The game comes out on February 24th on the PC. Block Legend DX is an RPG mixed up with a puzzle game that makes its way to Steam on the 24th of February. There's a lot on the 24th of February. Fight as a salaryman, Dr. Adorable, and even a spaceship against a horde of weird-ass enemies. And come on, who doesn't want to fight the hordes of evil as a salaryman? There's also There Came an Echo, releasing, guess when, February 24th on the PC. It has a couple of familiar voices in Will Wheaton, Ashley Birch, Laura Bailey, and Yuri Lowenthal. It looks to be a strategy game that reminds me a little bit of XCOM Enemy Unknown, but we'll see more as the game is released this week. There's also a couple of remastered editions this week, with the biggest one being Homeworld Remastered. Gearbox brings back the Space RTS that has a cult following on February 25th. It includes Homeworld 1 and 2 Remastered, as well as the classic ones, and the Steam multiplayer beta. Republic Remastered comes to Steam on February 26th. I'm going to be honest, I haven't heard of this one, and is apparently a stealth action game in the new age of government surveillance. For those who want to join the NSA, this game may be up your alley. Any of the games that you saw this week look interesting to you and want to pick up? Leave your comments below. And also take a comment on which games that you would like to see me play upcoming at this point. I will try to give a little bit more precedence to people who have made a comment about a game that they want to see. Granted, this is a lot of my own money in terms of, paying for these games, so I have to be a little bit cautious. So, this is Dragonix signing out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and if you want more information about the games in question, you can always go take a look at my channel as well. I do content for TechRaptor, but I have my own YouTube channel. Alright, I will see you later. Hey everybody, my name is Sean Joy, aka Dragonix, and I thank you for watching. If you do like this video, hit that like button, and if you do want more content like this from TechRaptor, hit that subscribe button. I will be doing content for TechRaptor on Mondays and Thursdays video-wise, and then doing the rest of the week on the video on my own channel. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Also, play more games. Needs more games.